All right, let's move on to the last segment. We have a for a cause segment. We have some lists that we haven't seen that I kind of wanted to share. They are ones that did make some tops. Our names on them, but I didn't make them. Like these are not my list creations. Just I'm gonna give that for claimer. This is not Tanner's list creation. This is how Swoodle DB does it when you copy something in from a JSON. But I found a couple of lists. I thought we'd cover a few of these, and I don't know. Seems like fun. All right, welcome to our For a Cause segment. Tonight, we are going to be talking a little bit about some cool lists that have made some tops or done decently well. In Store Showdown, since we haven't had any really major tournaments since the Django shakeup, I thought it would be fun to kind of cover some lists that, like, I don't know, there's some lists I just feel like I like a lot. And like this poll list, I don't know. I like this poll list quite a bit. I think this looks really cool. I don't like, it's like, this is what Sabine might be once Sabine's dead. So this is a very Sabine feeling list. But JJ, why don't you cover our first Poe Dameron ECL list?
Yeah, absolutely. So we got the new JTL Poe with ECL. We got 2 copies of R2D2 and Rebel Assaults, along with Timely Intervention Battlefield Marines. Then 3 copies of Black One, Green Squadron A-Wings, the Phoenix Squadron A-Wings, and then 2 copies of the Resistance X-Wings, 3 Blue Leaders, 2 Fleet Lieutenants, 3 copies of the Millennium Falcon, 2 Red Fives, as well as Sabine's Masterpiece and Tendari Peacekeepers, 2 copies of For Cause I Believe In, Cham Syndulla, and Poe Dameron, 1 copy of Red Leader, and 3 copies of Chewbacca, 3 copies of Poe Dameron Ground Unit, 3 Wreckers, and 1 Radis to round off the list. And then on the sideboard here, we got 2 Cassian Andors, Fang Fighters, and Bright Hope, as well as 2 planetary bombardments and 2 U-Wing reinforcements. This list likes to play fast, and you have a lot of great options, very cheap starfighter units that you can deploy Poe into, so that we can buff them and give them plenty of boost on there. The real benefit of having some of these cheaper units is that they do have the Rebel tag on it, where you can take advantage with like a Fleet Lieutenant, especially if you already put Poe onto that particular ship. It just gives a really big buff to that particular ship when it goes in an attack with Poe leader on it. It can do some really great spike damage right off of it, and then you have a lot of great support with some of the other higher cost red leaders, or even better pilots with like Chewbacca, and then some really big impacts with like Wrecker and Poe Dameron to just help you finish off the game. Definitely a very aggressive list right off the bat. And if you cannot get these units off of the board quick enough, Poe's just going to have a field day just jumping in between ships constantly and doing some really big damage out there on the board.
Can I ask, is it weird that they only have the 2 of the For a Cause? Like either do 3 or don't go in with it? Like I guess I'm confused by that choice.
Yeah, that's a bit odd. I think that definitely deserves to have 3 of them for sure.
Radis is kind of interesting too, because like Poe is always a resistance card, so it will always have Sentinel.
Mm-hmm.
And it's neat, you know. It's a giant 8/6 space sentinel that when it dies, it does 8 damage to a unit on its way out. So that's kind of cool. I wish there was like another one, just because that's really interesting. And then like it would work with your planetary bombardments, because your planetary bombardments on the side are just doing 8 damage unless you have the Radis out, which is substantial. Don't get me wrong, it just seems a little bit out of place.
It's like the new, I think it's okay. I was told it's designed for control decks like you and I play.
Sure, like
that's the only time they bring it in.
8 damage, I get it, but okay.
I think it's really high for 8 damage though, right?
Yeah, especially because if I have units out, I can spread it across and not just eat in the base.
Yeah, it's not like For a Cause being 3. If you play 2 of them in a row, that's 8 damage, right? Typically, but that's good 8 damage because of the fact that like you just stick it on their base, they don't get a choice.
I can stack your hand. your upcoming hands too, which is very convenient.
Yeah, I am not in favor of the planetary bombardments. I was asked if that was like a viable card in like a Sabine type deck, and this is obviously a Sabine style type deck. I don't personally, for me, I would say no. Like, it's great against a trench deck, I'll tell you that. But like outside of that, everybody else is like, even Pelp runs units, so
Right.
you know, like it's not the end of the world. Like, yes, and against my trench deck, if I don't play a unit, but if I know you have that, I'm flipping trench and leaving them on the board so that you have to, so I could just absorb the damage there. So I don't know. I don't know. It's a very weird call, and they don't have any bright hopes in the main either. Like, that's another, like, feels like that could just be a great card to put Poe on. You know, like. You could do it because then they could swing into it and it doesn't kill the thing, right? And then Poe's on there, then Poe can hop off after you don't need the Sentinel anymore.
Yeah, I mean, like it's okay. It's just the 2 attacks kind of low for what you're trying to go here.
Yeah, I guess. So I don't know. It's a cool deck. I think this is a cool deck. It's different than the blue deck I'm running. So
the main decking Cham Sedula is a little bit weird to me.
Yeah, I don't know why that is either, other than people like the 5/4 body for 4 resources, I guess. To me,
you
it
can
just feels
ambush
like
it out at 4, which is nice, I guess. You know, that's 5 damage, and like if they ramp past you, you get cool stuff out of it. It's just a little bit strange to see it in the main deck, in something like this.
Yeah. I would agree. And no BB-8s. There's 0 BB-8s in this deck.
It's tragic.
Like, where's my BB-8?
Granted, your resistance units are like your black one, and the
your
Radis,
and the resistance
X-Wing. Sure, which is just a 2/2.
I don't know. It is what it is, but I think I like the BB-8s. I would put tactical bombers in this too, but I'm just a huge tactical bomber fan, so
yeah, those things are nuts.
So that's just me. Like, that's the difference. Like, that's where the BB-8s come in, is really genuinely for that and Poe shit. But yeah, put Poe in that tactical bomber.
Oh, I've got like a mono red Poe deck, and you just have that tactical bomber, and you're just like, cool, aggression readies it, keep fighting, readies it, and then you can play stay on target, and then just draw 3 cards. Don't worry about it. It's silly.
Yeah. All right, the next one is a Piat Target Town, which I have not seen people running Target Town with Piat. I was running the Thermal Oscillator base with my Piat. So we're gonna cover this deck.
Sure.
Is this a different deck, Alex? What's this deck? Because there's a couple of cards that are just really weird in here.
Oh, we'll get to those. That's wild. So this is a Piat Tarkin Town. It's interesting. I kind of want to try it because it seems really wild and no one will see it coming. But it's got triple Daring Raid, triple Force Choke, double Grenade Strike, triple Prepare for Takeoff, which is, I'm sure, very, very useful in this deck. Double Shoot Down, triple Super Laser Attack, triple Merciless Contest. Seems a little bit suspect for that one, though. You don't want those late game. Double Open Fire, triple Piercing Shot. That's just dump the shield token and deal 3 damage to that unit.
Yep.
Yep. Nice. Triple Resupply, triple of the MC-30s. That's the 5/5 Raid 1 Overwhelm Capital Ship. You got triple Overwhelming Barrage, triple the Resupply Carrier, triple Ruthless Raider, double Planetary Bombardment, triple the Arkenton's Assault Cruiser, triple of the Red Devastator, and triple of the Green Devastator. In the side, you have triple Relentless, which is normal. You got double Legal Authority, which is interesting, but I can see why it would work because you have a lot of high power stuff in here. And then you got triple Jam Communications. The yellow heroism 1-cost event that looks at your opponent's hand and discards an event, which you're paying 5 for. And then double Spark of the Rebellion, because this is a set 1 Tanner deck, I guess.
Yeah.
Which you also have to pay 6 for to rip a card from their hand. And you have Target Down, Don't forget that.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, the only pinging you're doing is Grenade Strike, right? And, like...
Well, you got Daring Raids, Force Chokes, Shoot Downs, Piercing Shots, Open Fires.
But...
It's like they're all doing damage.
90% of the time, Force Choke murders the whole unit, right? Like, that you're going to target down at least.
Yeah, you shouldn't need to darken down something after you force choked them.
No.
Unless it's like a Luke or something, right? Like, unless it's something huge. But, force chokes are good. They're always fine.
Those are fine.
It's great in the Sabine. They flip Sabine and then they draw a card. Because Sabine's gone now.
And now I have precision shots, which just makes zero sense to me. And merciless contests feel okay, I guess, because the super laser text.
It's good early game when you have no units on board, but it's terrible late game when you're dropping all your capital ships. I mean, I guess you can get rid of the resupply or the raider if necessary, because the resupply already did its thing and the raider at least does something on its way out. But a little suspect. Like, it's fine. It's just like if you're trying to do a weird control thing like this, I don't know.
This is like, I'm going to control you for the first couple of turns, and then I just decide that I'm going to play big units and hope you can't remove my 1-turn units, and
right, which is kind of like what my Palpatine Tarkin down deck does, right?
But that's
this
better
one
because
is
you
just
steal something.
But yes, that actually has a lot more interaction and the ability to pull units out and stuff. This is wild. I kind of want to see how it plays, because if I bring this to locals, my opponents would just be like, I am confused, and then they would think I'm like some sort of deck building god.
Yeah. And I think the big thing
is
can this defeat the Sabines? Can you control Sabine until you hit your turn where you can flip Piat and then just kill them? Because I'll tell you, my Tarkin Town, or not my Tarkin Town, my Piat red deck suffers a little bit to Sabine. When we had Django, it didn't effing care. It walked all over Django's. It was like, Django, you suck. I played that. I was like, why are we going to nerf Django? Look at this Piat works fine. But outside of that, the Piat, against Sabine, now that Sabine's back, the Sabine can just push damage before you can drop your freaking MC30 or whatever, right? I don't know. It's different. We'll just put it that way.
It's interesting. I want to give it a spin because that would be kind of some sort of stupid random deck that I would definitely play. I'm just not sure how it would do. It's kind of wild. It's really wild.
Sentinel in this whole deck too, right?
Yep.
Where's my Dark Phase troopers or my Cell Block guards or something?
As long as I don't drop or draw, literally half my deck that costs 5 or more in my opening hand, we're good.
Yeah. So anyway, this is a deck.
Cool.
I did want to cover it, because I like when people iterate differently, and I am curious to see how this would play out in the meta.
A grenade strike into a Tarkin town could actually do a lot of work.
Yes.
Early game. And shoot downs 3 damage is kind of what their early turn is, right? And it costs 2. You could play it on your first turn if they play an A-wing or something, right?
Yep.
So it makes sense. It's just kind of wild.
Yep. Well, this next one is a Vader blue deck.
In the Dagobah Swamp, as it should be.
No, it should not ever be in the Dagobah Swamp. Vader never went to Dagobah Swamp, damn it. All right, JJ, why don't you tell us about this Vader blue deck?
Yeah, so we got Vader visiting Dagobah Swamp because he has to wait for Luke in the cave to attack him in the Force. So we got 2 copies of Outflank, 3 Director Krennics, 3 Inferno 4s, 1 Kijimi Patrollers, 3 Mercenary Gunships, 3 Onyx Squadron Brutes, 3 Wing Victor 2s, 3 covering the wing, 3 Entrenched, 2 Landing Shuttles, 3 Victor Leaders, 1 Victor 3, 3 copies of Close Combat Squadron, 2 Iden Versio Pilots, 3 Shuttle STs. We got 3 TIE Ambush Squadron, 2 Survivors Gauntlets, 2 No Glory Only Results, 3 copies of Overwhelming Barrage, and 2 Malevolence. And then on the sideboard, we got a Bombing Run, 3 Confiscates, 1
JJ. No, that's
What's
not
that?
bombing run. That's attack run.
Oh, sorry, attack
Attack
run.
with 2 space
I
units.
I see the bombers, and I'm like bombing run. Yeah,
No, it's not. No, no.
Most of the words are in there. It's fine.
yeah. We also have 3 unexpected escape, and then 1 additional no glory only results, and then of course another. I can't remember malevolence. That's the last one on there. So definitely a really interesting style here for this particular Green Vader here, going with blue here. I definitely like the inclusion here of the entrenched, which will definitely help some of the opposing units, ground units, as this is pretty light on ground units, from preventing them from going into your base and just keeping them kind of arrested there, which of course you do have to worry about Krennic, but you can also just put that on Krennic if you need to, and just make them a monster, a 5/5, to make sure that they don't go in there. The mercenary gunship is definitely a choice for this particular list here. I don't know if I would have included it as part of the main deck, but it's still really
It's a
cheap
3/2.
early play.
You can crash into something, right?
Yeah, exactly. But for that, I think I probably would have went with the Kijimi Space Squadron. Like include more of those in there, and then have an extra card of something else. Maybe another landing shuttle.
The
I think
first order
honestly.
TIE fighters that gets raid 1 or raid 2 or
Yeah.
whatever with a token unit.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, I think I probably would have done that. But still, it's still a nice ship to have on there, just to force your opponents to either spend or deal with that particular ship, and you can just slam into, one of your opponent's ships as well. But yeah, this definitely is really good space heavy. I definitely love the Survivor's Gauntlet on here as well. That's a nice addition to this particular list. And yeah, definitely does a lot of great work. That overwhelming barrage, once you get a good unit like souped up, can be absolutely devastating. So yeah, great.
So I will, in this deck, I actually will defend that TIE Ambush Squadron card in this deck. We've been trying it in the yellow, and I don't like it. I just cut it to forget this card.
Expensive.
But because Krennic gives us a discount, if you have Krennic on the board, this card only costs 3, and essentially you're getting an ambush unit and 2 ties out of it for 3 cost. And because of that, it makes it a little bit more worth it, especially if you need that 2 damage to like get into something so you can kill it. That's why it's really good. It's also super, super good for that clone ship. Like, I don't know. I only run 2 of those clones, but like sometimes I wish I had 3 because I have to resource 1 right away. And like I think like that card just by itself is just super amazing. In this deck, they're not going as wide as like the yellow. So that's what you got to think. That's the difference. This deck doesn't go quite as wide as the yellow deck does, but it can if it needs to. And you just think of putting like, you could put a shuttle, and then you put that stupid Iden on that shuttle, and then fucking entrench it, and you just take care of anything they put in space. It's gone. Like, you have 1 unit that's not going to ever attack a base, but man, they ain't doing anything to that unit. That becomes a 7/9 with a shield token that can take shield tokens from other places. So, you played a Krennic. Krennic don't need that shield no more. You just move it over to this thing. Oh, they played a unit with a shield. Guess what? Let me take that shield so I could kill you. Oh, Luke, you thought it was cool to play a Concord down and shield it? Yeah, that shield's mine now, and I'm gonna kill your Concord.
When played, when defeated.
I know.
So you're getting it a couple times, but
yes, it's good.
What local hurt them so much that they need to run triple copies of Unexpected Escape in their sideboard?
I don't know. That's crazy to me too.
Like, what did they do to them that they're just like, I need triple anti-capture tech in my sideboard?
Probably ran into Annihilators. That's what it was.
No, it's probably Vader Yellow, man. That's probably what it is. Is that Vader Yellow? They're like,
well, you have 3 units that capture. Like, Cad Bane's a thing, I guess, too. But like, what do you? Why? Just run something that'll kill it instead.
Yep.
Also, love the Survivor's Gauntlet. Criminally underplayed card. Very fun to deploy Vader onto something, swing with it, and then swing with the Survivor's Gauntlet and put Vader on something else, and then swing with that unit.
Yes.
Kind of daisy chain it a little bit.
It's like Poe.
Yeah.
But it's just a 1-ship combo, but it's a Poe.
Right, but now my other ship gets +5/+5 instead of +2/+1.
Yeah. Okay, so oops, there's that 1/1 TIE fighter that now has Vader on it that you could swing with the Survivor's Gauntlet and then move Vader over to it.
right? Or like, hey, clearly you're setting this ship up to deploy Boba or something on there. I'm just going to move your pilot onto that ship.
Yeah.
So then your guy's not going on that ship and your other ship loses health or whatever, you know.
Yeah. I actually like it too. I agree with you. I think that's a good include in this list. I tried the Krennic shuttle in yellow, and it didn't do enough. It was nice having that shield there so they can't kill it right away, but that's about it. That's all I got
You
out
also
of it.
pass off that shield to whatever needs it when you play it immediately,
True.
which is cool, but
Yeah, it's just a really high cost for that.
Yeah, very useful in like a yellow Vader.
No. I tried.
Hey, outflank too, which is wild. Just attack with 2 units.
Yeah, some of these I don't understand. Like whatever, I guess I get it. Like I get it, but they don't have surprise. There you go. They don't have surprise strike, right? So they don't have
rebel assault, right?
Yeah.
So
so that
the
makes
Imperial
sense.
rebel assault at home.
All right, the last deck I want to cover is a Kaz Petranaki deck. I don't think we covered this deck, and this is from before Django times. Like this was around during Django times and did decently well, even against Django. So I thought this would be pretty good to cover just because of the fact that I think this deck becomes more relevant, especially if you want a more aggressive Han style double yellow deck. This fits that bill quite a bit. So I don't remember who we're on for list cover.
I'll do it. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, so Kaz Petranaki Arena, the 26 health yellow base that gives your leader unit, you control +1, +0. Kaz does turn whatever he deploys into to a leader unit, so they do get the extra 1 there. That's what they're doing in theory. So you got triple Cartel Turncoat, triple Jam Communications, double the Hotshot Blaster, triple Fireball, triple L3, double Leia, triple Lux, which is it's really interesting. I'm sure that's a holdover a little bit from Django. Triple Surprise Strike, double Bodhi, triple the White Falcon, triple the Yellow Falcon, triple the Stolen AT Hauler, triple Waylay, double Kira, triple Cunning, triple Cantina Bouncer, triple Han Pilot, and triple Mando Pilot. In the side, you have double Bamboozle, double Breaking In, double Sparkler Rebellion, triple Commandeer, and one
Speeder.
Randomly dilapidated Ski Speeder. Don't know why. They're running one off on the side, but sure. Yeah,
because you can.
Because you can. I have a local that runs a mono yellow Kaz deck that's pretty similar, presumably. You know, it can do. It's got a lot of burst out of nowhere, and it's really good into aggro because of how well it's able to control things, which is the exhausting with like Cunning or Locks or Leia, and then coupled with just hitting really hard with Kaz and stopping. Like the Fireball from losing health or paying for the Falcons really strong, knocking off any bounties that you have on there. The Hauler, obviously. All the cards that are built for Kaz. Really nice.
Yeah. I like it. Yeah, I actually like this. And like Kaz is one of the heroes I was like really high on. Until we hit Django meta. And then he didn't do anything. But I genuinely think there's something to Kaz that we are really missing. That he should just be top of the meta, and maybe we'll see it this weekend in Richmond, and people are just sleeping on it. I don't know. Like, I don't know if you get double yellow is the way to go. Like, we played around with double yellow Mando, and that did decent. Like that's a surprise deck that people do, but like this actually like hits a million times harder than that Mando deck does. That Mando deck is a stall deck.
I got a silly mono yellow deck for you.
Yeah. Is it an Akbar deck?
It's an Admiral Akbar yellow deck, and it's wild.
I told you I'd run it 100%. I would absolutely.
I'll send it to you. I got it to the point where I'm content with it, and it's really fun to play. It's Chancellor Palpatine. You get a Palpatine in your thing. All your token units come in ready. So when you exhaust one of your own dudes, you just have a ready X-wing.
Yeah,
it's wild. It's so silly. It's so fun. I'll send it over to you. We can do a deck tech or whatever on it. I don't really care.
Sure, that'd be fun. So, all right. Well, I think that's all I have for tonight.